I was good, YouTube. Just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick. I'm currently listening to the U.S. Senate live stream. They discussing the government shutdown. Hopefully, we can get a resolution and go into Monday with the government reopen. That would be great for the stock market. But I want to show y'all something real quick. So on Friday, if you follow my Instagram, you see I entered 3 scalps on Friday using this method I'm about to show you right now. And here is the profits. I like to show y'all the receipts. There you go. There you go. That focus in. That's it right there. All right, so quick little 3 scalps, 3 trades. Two of the trades. The first one I was in to nothing. Use this as a learning lesson. The first trade I was in for about 3 hours. And cooked me. Theta cooked me. Now, when you're in a options trade, I did zero DTE, which is 0 day expiration on all three of these trades. And the longer you're in the trade, the more time decay kicks in on your contracts, which worked against me on the first trade because I went through a little drawdown. So I had to wait, you know, and chop a little bit before price did what I wanted it to do. Before I was able to get out. So Theta ate that up a little bit. So I wasn't able to get as much as I should have gotten because SPY really dropped about $2 to $3. But hey, it is what it is. I don't really like doing zero DTE too much, but I did it for. I probably won't be doing it going forward because I really don't got. I really hate that. It's it's a scam if you ask me. All right, so what you see here is the VIX on this side of the screen, and you have SPY on this side of the screen. The VIX works inverse to the stock market. So VIX is a fear indicator. You know, fear in the market. Whenever VIX is going up, stocks are going down. People are selling their shares. So that's what I want you to pay attention to. If you see here, this is SPY. Look what SPY is doing over the last couple of days in the market. See it in this downtrend, clear downtrend, right? Clear downtrend. You have some little range in here, then you have a big gap down. Some further drop, find support, comes back up a little bit. Ranges, drops back down some more, ranges a little bit, drops back down some more. We try to recover towards the end of the day on Friday. Go over and look at VIX over the last couple of days as well. VIX has been constantly climbing up. See that? Climbing up. Now, this is what I want to show you. This is the method. So this is how you can use VIX. This is how I use VIX whenever I'm looking to take, some scalps on SPY, helping me find direction on which way the market's gonna go. So I do two different things. Two different things go into this formula. So I always have VIX up. I have VIX up, and then normally what I would do is I would take my screen and I would have it something like this, and I would have multiple different things where I have SPY, VIX, NVIDIA, AMD, Google, Apple, Meta, whatever it is. I would have my major tech stocks, the ones that are really going to move the market up. So that's what I would have on my screen. And the reason I would have that on my screen is because if I'm going to be taking SPY puts like I did Friday, like I did Thursday and Wednesday, I want to see VIX pushing up, which is going to in return show me that okay, there's selling going on. There's fear in the market. So while VIX is pushing up, SPY should be pushing down. A lot of your major tech stocks should be pushing down. Now you might have some outliers. You have different companies that'll do their own thing, like a Tesla or the other day, what was it? I think it was Google. Most of the market was going down, but Google was going up. They had announced a partnership with Apple. So you'll always have those outliers, but 9 times out of 10, if VIX is pushing up, SPY is going to be going down, and most of your tech is going to be going down with it. So what I did is here. So here, VIX was here. I seen VIX start to push up. VIX started to push up strong. So I took a short, and as long as VIX is pushing up, tech is selling off, VIX is going down, and I have high volume, like I told you guys before. I have you can't really see it because my picture's in the way, but on my volume bar down here, let me show you that right here real quick. Let me put the let me put SPY right here real quick. So right here, you see this volume down here? I have a 50 candle moving average going along here. So whenever volume spikes, these little candles right here, if it's red, that's heavy selling volume. Whenever the volume bars get above my 50 candle moving average, that tells me the volume is high, whether it's selling volume or buying volume. So when I'm taking puts, if volume is high and I have heavy selling volume, we're coming down. VIX is pushing up. Tech is selling off. That gives me confirmation and the confidence to sit in this trade. It's pretty much that simple. It's pretty much that simple. It ain't even no need to do nothing too crazy. I'll show you. Want to see what I mean? I'll show you this. This is towards the end of the trading day on Friday. Look at this. So you see SPY pushing down here. You see SPY pushing down here. What is VIX doing? VIX is pushing up. At the end of the day, the last couple of hours of the day, you see SPY starting to recover. Had a double bottom down here. You see SPY start to recover, come back up. What is VIX doing? Breaking down to the downside. See what I'm saying? And when you see these candles right here, when they're bigger and thicker, pause. When they're bigger and thicker, that represents a lot of volume to the upside. I my camera cut off. My bad. My bad. But like I was saying, you see price pushing down here, VIX pushing up towards the end of the day on Friday. You see SPY starting to recover, double bottoms, making its way back up. Heavy, strong volume on this candle, big volume, especially on these three, big volume, big volume, big volume. You go over to the VIX, you see heavy selling pressure to the downside. Heavy selling pressure to the downside. So those are what you should be looking for when you're trying to take scalps. And when I talk about scalps for me is just a very short term trade. I'm looking to get in and out, be in a trade literally for a few minutes. I'm not looking to be in long. Whenever I take scalps, I go heavy. I leverage a lot of money to maximize my gain for a very small move. To maximize my gain for a very small move. Now, if volume is extremely high, like you see here, and VIX volume is extremely high to the downside, I'll sit in the trade for a little bit longer. Major tech, strong selling pressure to the downside, or strong buying pressure to the upside, it'll make me stay longer. Depending on which way I'm going. You see what I'm saying? So utilize the VIX. Utilize the VIX. The VIX is like your cheat code, man. It's like your cheat code. When that VIX is dumping, SPY's gonna be going up. When VIX is pumping, SPY's gonna be going down. Like I say, if you want more confirmation, you know, have your major tech stocks pulled up. Make sure you're watching those volume candles and be safe in there, man. Be patient. Be patient. Still find good entries. I don't advise just jumping in the middle of candles. I don't do that. I kind of wait. So if price was I had this as an entry. So beginning of the day, you know, VIX was starting to push up, SPY was coming down, and I said, okay, this right here was the previous day high. This right here was the previous day high. 668.63 was the previous day high. So I said, okay, when price breaks below the previous day high, I mean the previous day low, my bad, it's the previous day low, but the following day. So I said when price breaks below Yesterday's previous day low, I'm gonna enter. So you see here, price spiked below. I did not get in. This candle came, we broke below, had heavy selling pressure. I look over here, I see VIX pushing up, major tech selling off. I said, okay, it's time to get in. Now, another thing you can do to wait for confirmation. I got in on this candle because of the pressure, what I seen in tech, what I seen happening with the VIX. But if you don't feel comfortable, if you want to be even more safe, you can wait for candle closure, below your entry, wait for candle closure, retest, then take it down like it did here. But me, I got in here and I was able to take advantage of all of this downside, all of this downside, all of this downside. And that was pretty much, I got my first trade of the day in here. I got my first trade in here. Now, the second part of the day, the last two trades, I got back to the upside. So I took two trades back to back. Missed this candle. So this is what I have marked coming back up into the support zone. So price broke below the support zone, came back down to the trend line, double bottom, came back up, closed above, this line here I have marked, and then price started to develop. So I got in on this candle, somewhere in this candle. And then I took it up, I took it up, I took it up, got out. I think I got out somewhere. I got out my first trade somewhere in the middle of this candle. It was a scalp, so I didn't want to stay too long, even though volume was high. Wasn't trying to get too much out of it. I actually caught this last minute in the middle of me playing the game. Just so happened to see it. So because I was supposed to be done trading for the day, but I'm a DJ, so I hopped in, got out the trade. I said, man, volume still high. So I got out of the trade, boom, entered another trade, leveraged more money, and finished the move up. Boom, got out again. See what I'm saying? So that's how I utilize the VIX whenever I'm looking to take day trades or scalps, whether it be SPY, QQQ, SPX. I'll utilize the VIX. I'll utilize major tech as my confluences, my confirmation. I'll use the volume, and that's what I do. And my hit rate using this method is very, 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 very high. Very high. Not even gonna lie to you. I hit every day last week, multiple times a day, using this method. Now, volatility sucks for your long bags or if you have longer lead positions. Luckily for me, I was able to get out of all of my most of my leaps or swings. I was able to get out of most of all of them in a profit. Kind of when Trump announced the first China news, that blow happened. And then I started to get out of positions that I was up pretty good, and I started to get out of positions, started to downsize, because I want to be cash going into all of this uncertainty. And then we got the government shutdown, and that just adds to it. That just adds to it. So for me right now, I only have one position open, and that's a swing on Instacart, because they have earnings on Monday, and I'm looking to short that because I think just consumer spending is very weak. So I took a put on them. But other than that, I don't have any positions open. I'm all cash. I got BP ready, locked, and loaded, to just make my plays in. To just make my plays. But that's pretty much just what I want to show y'all. And yeah, man, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, do you utilize the VIX, when you're making day trades on SPY or Qs or SPX or on individual stocks? On individual stocks. I just use it to give me direction. I use it to give me direction. It's just an extra confluence, an extra boost of confidence to get, okay, tells me, okay, the trend's going my way. The trends are going my way. I feel confident to sit in this play. VIX is spiking, tech is falling, or VIX is falling, tech is spiking, which means SPY Qs and SPX is going to be spiking. So that's that. Just want to bring that to y'all attention, man. Let me know in the comments if you found any value from this video. I thank you for watching. Tap in with your boy, man. I'll see y'all later.